Howdy, strangers. It is Sunday, July 21st, 2019. It's it is daytime. It's nearing the end of the month, just 10 days left. And I wanted to tell you guys about probably the worst teacher I've ever had. Now, I'm not saying that this teacher was stupid. She was actually the leader of a business club that my school had. I think it's like Beta or DACA or something like that. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I've cared about that stuff. And she had to prove herself to get that, I'm assuming, because I did have a really good high school. Like, one of the, if you went to that high school, yeah, you were getting a decent education. As long as you passed your courses anyway and paid attention. But I went through 2 classes before running into this teacher. And by classes, I mean classes of this type. I'm talking about business classes. And with that, the first time, I didn't have any teacher per se. I did have one, but I never met them. I was going to an alternative school at the time. And so I was just given the books and materials and was told what to do from there. I made a perfect score on all my tests in there.
Daddy!
Yes, books?
What?
Yeah, hot air balloon?
Banana.
No, that's someone parasailing. Oh, there's someone parasailing. Can you all see it?
Banana.
I hope so. Alright. Anyway, I hope you guys could see that. I couldn't see on the camera because it was, well, I'm sure you can tell. But that being said, back to my story.
Look, Daddy.
What?
What's that?
Yeah, there's another one. Anyway, I'm not going to be editing this video. So, Nikki, shh. Dad has to finish this real quick, okay? But when my 3rd and 4th time taking business courses came about, it wasn't so great because this teacher was kind of vindictive. They were someone who thought that they knew more than they did, and it just didn't go well. And the sad truth is, everything she taught in the first course that I took was in the second course, so it felt really redundant to take the exact same thing twice, just under a different name. And so I never turned in my work. I just aced every single test. I believe I left that class with a... No, I failed out of that class because I missed too much school, and so there were tests that I had to make up, and I just didn't because I didn't like that teacher and I didn't want to spend any time with her. So yeah, but if I had made up everything, my score would have, because my score was already at a B-, but I just didn't make anything up, so I failed out of that class and just took a remedial class over the summer. And yeah, but the thing about this teacher was she didn't have passion for what she was doing. It just felt like she was going through all of the motions, despite the fact that she was the business club leader and she was teaching business courses. Like, when I first got into her class, I was passionate about it. And the second time around, it wasn't so much. It was always by the book. And I just couldn't stand that. So yeah. Didn't really care about it. And that's something that I think a lot of teachers deal with, is just not caring about it. And I know that after a while it just gets repetitive and such, and you're teaching the same thing over and over again. But it's not about teachers, it's about the students. And I think I missed out on the joy of business classes because of her. Because when I took my first one, I didn't have a teacher, but I loved taking the class. And when I had the second one, my teacher was fantastic. She taught me so much about business that by the time the third and fourth class came around, I was relearning stuff even the first time around. Not the entire course, of course, but it was still a lot of relearning throughout. So I think that the biggest hindrance on there was the fact that the teacher didn't care to teach us. They just wanted to make sure that we knew the information. And not everyone learns that way. Anyway, feel free to bring up some good or bad teachers, because like I said, I've had some fantastic teachers. My senior literature teacher got me even more into writing than before. And I think there's another story I'm going to be telling next week as to what got me on my path to writing in the first place. Anyway, strangers, I love y'all. I hope you have a fantastic week. And I'll see you in your videos all this week. And you'll be seeing me next week. DFTBA. Bye-bye.